We're live anyway. And for one last time, what is going on, guys? I am Flynn Masters here for the Hell's Kitchen Season 23 Head Chefs Only Finale podcast. Like you guys saw in the comments, unfortunately, a gumball could not join us. But luckily, we got Ruby and Ultra with us. And you know what? Screw it. If while these guys are introducing themselves, I'm going to give a link right now to the group chat we have. I have an Instagram and see if I know if Anne-Marie and Megan would like to join us, maybe some other people. So what I do that, guys, Ultra, Ruby, why don't you give a what's up to everyone?
Ruby, you may go first.
Oh, you're offline, bro. Your mic's off. Oh, that's an awkward way to start.
So today was one of the worst traffic days of my life. I'm not kidding. So I go to work, and work was fine. Like driving to work was fine, 50-minute drive because it's far off town. Okay, but on the way back, like in the greater Montreal area, it just big snowstorm or something. So the roads were packed with like these clearing trucks, and oh my god, it just slowed things down completely. Google Maps didn't help at all. Took me almost an hour and a half, if not more, to get home. Then I had to go to volleyball. I try to go earlier because I never seem to be on time on Thursday evenings, which they start 6:30 on Thursday evenings, and even that didn't help me. And I guess either the snowstorm played a factor in that or whatever, but an hour and 20 minutes to get there. And then on the way back, usually I'm 30 minutes early at my house to watch the second half of Hell's Kitchen today. Thankfully, thanks to Ultra's streaming link, I was able to watch the entire thing in my car because by the time I got home, that's when they were announcing the winner on the TV screen. And I was like, and I had to rush the meal I was going to eat, and I had to rush everything else. And that's why I showed up at this freaking podcast 30 seconds before.
Yeah, I know, you scared us. Yeah, so because of that, we didn't think you were going to show up. And Anne and Megan said they would join if they could. So you know what? I don't want to let them down. So Anne, I just sent you the email so you can join if you'd like to. Megan, I'll send you the email as well real quick. The link for your email real quickly here. Cool. Why do that? So yeah, let's guys. Why do that, guys? Real quickly, talk about for me. Let's see how this episode started. It was kind of started.
Glenn, I don't want to be sassy again, but what about me?
Oh, did you? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Sorry, man, you're forgettable.
Go ahead, Ultra. How you doing?
Why you forgetting me? Come on.
I was busy.
Anyway,
okay. Yeah.
Carpe diem. My name's Ultranatic, a lower of animation, reality shows, and music. Y'all already know that. We're keeping the promise from last week of wearing pink, to celebrate this finale. And we've been doing a lot of impressions in the last couple podcasts. I'm gonna go a little off script for a second and give one myself. I'm gonna be emulating Jen again, but not from season 18, from season 4 actually. Because remember when she swapped from the red team to the blue, and they won their first dinner service after the red team got kicked out? I'm gonna paraphrase a bit what she says.
You're trying basically to correct the voice message I sent to Flynn.
I'm sure it wasn't good, but that's not what this is about. It's for other reasons.
Yeah.
Am I upset that during this draft I got picked last and I had to go last and everything, and I somehow picked the winner anyway? That's what y'all get, bitches. So
I could do better.
When I saw the winner,
all right.
I'll keep it toned down, but I'm small part like I'm probably gonna be insufferable during this podcast.
Okay.
Welcome to the stream, real quick.
Let me try this.
Anne-Marie.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
Barry, what's going on? Anne, how are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for joining.
I am having a lot of. Hi guys.
Hey.
I'm so good.
You ain't getting any death threats for whatever mistake or two might have happened tonight, huh?
Who does that anymore? That's just a weird thing for anyone to even try and do.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, and we got Anne now. Well, in perfect timing, while Anne's figuring out, we got Megan to join us as well. Let's go.
Aloha.
Hey, we got yin and yang. Perfect.
Aloha, my bestie.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being on my stream all year, and not only fitting that you guys are here finale. So yeah, what you guys any updates since the last time you're on stream?
Oh my gosh. It's been a while. That was Halloween.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Busy.
Megan and
Busy.
Magali and Amber and I all talked on the phone last night. It was pretty exciting. It's fun.
Oh, we lost Megan.
Oh no.
Going back
She'll
to
be back.
Hawaii.
She wants to be back. Don't you worry.
Yeah. All right.
Don't worry.
Right.
Well, what'd you
All right.
guys think?
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
thought it was
crazy.
great.
What a finale this was. A very, very close finale for sure. Let me turn off Discord real quickly here. Yeah, it was quite the finale for sure. Anne, you definitely had a redemption arc for sure. Definitely a great finale on your part. We'll
Thank
get
you.
into it as well. So yeah, I mean, and Megan's back for sure. What's
Yeah,
going
my
on,
bad.
Megan? Yeah. Are you on a time limit again, Megan? Do you have to leave at a
No,
certain time?
We're we only open from like 9 to 4, on a regular basis. We were just doing the watch parties, which is why I had to leave early that day. Because
Okay.
we just did cool watch parties and we charged for it, and people could come watch the show and eat some of the dishes that were going to be on that show that day.
Hey, yo, what a squad we got in here is right. Yeah, unexpected guys. But you know what? That's like I said last week. That's Flynn Master Channel for you. You never know what to expect. So, yeah, let's get on into this finale. So, and I will start with you though. What were you kind of thinking about the finale? Obviously, you guys were all for Hannah. You guys were pretty confident they were going to win. What were you guys kind of feeling during this whole finale? Was it exciting, nervous as well, not to let her down? Just kind of tell me what this was like.
Yeah, for sure. So I actually haven't watched the finale yet. I know what happens, obviously, because I was there, but I'm waiting for my mom to come home so I can watch it with my parents. So anyway, but no, it was crazy being there. I told Hannah that morning in the dorms, I said, girl, this is the day you win Hell's Kitchen. And I was convinced she had it and she got it. I'm a red team forever, so I'm always on board with Team Hannah. Congratulations to Kyle for sure. Great competitor, incredible. He always maintained a positive attitude while he was in there, but it's nice to be able to finally talk about it with you guys.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, speaking of that, someone in the comments, I got my pink shirt on, the only pink shirt I own, I think, for the Kyle victory. So yeah, I know Ultra does it too. So Ruby, do not take your shirt off midstream. If you're gonna change, man, you got to do it somewhere else again.
I'll see if I can find a
bad
pink
doing
shirt.
that
Don't worry.
recently.
Yeah, you can put it on at some point. So yeah, guys. So yeah, we got a stack stream tonight. Talk about the finale, and unexpectedly we got Megan and Ann here as well. So hey, we'll take them, of course, and we'll see if Hannah can join as well. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. And then finish Ruby's game tonight for the most popular Hell's Kitchen contestants. But yeah, let's go and get in this episode real quickly. So, even Lulu, let's start. Lulu had a very interesting episode. It definitely seems because as usual. She was kind of the one who wasn't very happy to be back, even was thought that Hannah was going to win, despite she wasn't mad at Kyle or anything, but she just simply thought that that Hannah was going to win. But she was mad about the whole appetizers thing and all that. So Emery, I never really talked to you, I don't know. I can't remember if I talked to you too much about Lulu last time. But yeah, it does seem like she's been a very divisive contestant this season. What are your overall thoughts on Lulu?
I love Lulu. Lulu and I are super tight. I love that girl. She's busy, super busy right now, opening a hotel down in Costa Rica. So shout out to her. She's amazing. But no, I know she's been a red team from day one. No offense, blue team, no offense, Kyle, but Lulu's our girl. Lulu's on red team forever. So that's how we view it. I know she wasn't super happy to be on apps. I remember her talking about it a lot back when we were filming the finale. But I think she just wanted a chance to show her stuff. And I think she just felt that she wasn't being seen as much as she could have been, and for the talent she does possess. So I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Maggie, same thing for you. Do you have any really thing to add about Lulu? Obviously, the short time she was on the red team, but she seemed a pretty divisive figure on the blue team from what I've heard. So do you have any thoughts on anything to say about Lulu?
Lulu was she was a hammer, like when she was on our team, like no lie. App she would kill it on. Meat she killed it on. Fish she was really good with. I don't think there was anything that Lulu didn't do very well. I knew I had spoken to her after we all got eliminated, and she said that she was getting a little bit down because she hadn't scored a point in a couple of the challenges, one being against me, another being against I forget who, but I mean she was kind of lacking confidence at that point, and I think that's kind of what the downfall of her episode were. But Lulu's, regardless of what you guys see on TV, Lulu's legit. Like I pull her on my team all day, any day. No, absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, it's really easy to get in your head for sure. I'll say that. I struggled with anxiety the entire time I was on the show. But just like doubting yourself and questioning yourself. And I know she was really hard on herself. A lot of us are. We all have really high expectations. And that girl is a fucking rock star. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss on here, but she is. She's amazing. But yeah.
Everyone, what's going on too? Hannah for runner-up of Hell's Kitchen season 23 Head Chefs Only. And Hannah, I don't know if you saw, but the reason why I got a Megan and Ann on here, if you would like to join us, screw it. I'll have you on as well, too, if you'd like to talk. So, yeah, but regardless whether or not, Hannah, congratulations to you. Fortunately, you didn't win, but what a run it freaking was for you. Damn, what a finale this was. So close. So congratulations, Hannah, on your second. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for the support for everyone. Yeah, but thanks for with us being the final stream, guys. Thanks for all who joined, whether the head chefs or the comments. It's been fun. Hard to believe that's over with, right? But yeah, let's kind of get more into this finale. Cool. So speaking of Hannah, boy, Ultra, she had some pretty creative names. Again, we kind of been talking about how charisma. Yeah, Anne agrees how charismatic Kyle is, and we kind of feel that's might have what won him in the end. But that was a very, very. I like what Hannah kind of did there with her creative names. It's not like it was a menu versus menu service to where that played a factor. Well, it could have been in the end, maybe, but I was very impressed by that. A very unique idea. Did you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think for a sense of giving her menu a little more character, I do like the idea of giving them names, and they all did have some very flashy, poppy names. The finale only just happened, so I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. But as I was hearing them, I was like, you know what? I would remember that dish, and it would sound like a really cool idea just off of name alone. I kept thinking that every time she named stuff. So, yeah, like, for all the charisma that Kyle has, and he has an abundance of it, that was something, a nice little addition to Hannah's menu that she incorporated, along with her general quirkiness that she has in her recipes, which always seem to hit the ball out of the park.
Mm-hmm. And then, so like I said, from the get-go, Hannah's team was just all on it. So unfortunately, on Kyle's team was not the same. We kind of talked about Lulu not being happy about only getting a little bit of appetizers, and then also Joe was a little upset. Ruby, I know you kind of missed most of the episode, but were you kind of surprised that Lulu and Joe were kind of the two people? Again, we always get this every year, right? Those two people aren't really that get annoyed easily, aren't that happy to be in the back finale. Were you kind of surprised that it was Joe? It wasn't too bad, obviously, but Joe and Lulu were the two at fault here.
I think I remember seeing the part where Lulu got a bit upset for being on nap station, even though she felt like she was good on naps. But I don't know, something seemed a bit weirdly contradictory about that. But anyway, about the Joe incident, can you remind me what he was upset about?
Yeah, he was. So it was just, take a wild guess. He was upset that Kyle was giving him tips on how he wanted the pasta, but Joe being Joe.
That was it, right, yeah. I mean, well, that's the thing. I think even if he's like the worst cook in the world, one thing you never do to an Italian is tell them how to make pasta. I grew up. I went to a 90% Italian school. I know this.
My girlfriend / partner is Italian. I'm not gonna tell them how to cook pasta. Like, they got the expertise. I don't.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, Anne, while I give, and Magali, if you'd like to join us, let's do it. Let's give everyone on. Why not? But Anne, while I kind of do that, was there anything we missed during this, at least to the prep for finale? Because again, it seemed like everything was good on your side. So, is there anything that we might have missed on the red team side?
I mean, that's kind of what it is with the show. I know I definitely put up a chicken that was not up to par level, that was not shown. And I'm very grateful for that. So I'll own it all day. We all make mistakes, man. It's not easy. It's not, we knew what stations we were working, but we're all trying to figure out who was prepping what, who needed to do what before everything was starting. We thought we had more time to go over the menu than we did, but we were up maybe at 7 a.m. to get up in the morning. I think Hannah got maybe 3 hours of sleep when she was working on the menu, getting everything organized. I can't speak for Kyle. I don't know, but it's not easy when you're in there, man. And I think a lot of people are like, oh man, someone sent up chicken that was lackluster. Or, oh, how dare they send up something that's raw? And a lot of people, we don't have thermometers, guys. I'm a professional chef. That's a part of my uniform. And a lot of people don't realize that that's essential. Yes, I can do it by touch, but also let's utilize the tools we have. So I don't know. It's intense, and it's intense time.
Incidentally, when people have been using thermometers on Hell's Kitchen, it's generally frowned upon.
You can't use them.
Yeah.
They don't allow you to. Everyone was asking. There's some what was it, Megan, on Facebook?
Like, what's the blue stickers on the side of our jackets? And then we're like, oh, the cake testers, because we don't use thermometers. I mean, where we're at in our careers, like, again, I've been doing this for 20 years. A lot of it on a meat station. We're supposed to be able to tell by temp, just by touch. But I worked in a steakhouse back in 2011. And that was it. We don't want, you use those so that you don't fuck up so much expensive product. One. And the reason you wouldn't use a meat thermometer in the type of steaks that we do, you let a lot of juice out when you poke that many holes in there. The cake tester, it's kind of like if anybody's ever been to a restaurant where they come out and they have this cool little thing that sits on top of the wine bottle and it literally injects a very small hole into the cork of the bottle. You do it so you don't let air in. You do it so you don't, same thing for steak. You do it so you don't let the juice out. Because that hole is not going to let anything good out. It's just going to give you like how hot it is on the inside. And then we go by feel after that.
All right. Cool. All right. So, yeah, I gave the link to Hannah and Magali. So, yeah, we'll see if we're having the reunion stream here I was wondering if I was going to do that. So we're having the reunion stream. We'll stream here.
I think the good news about this is that when I talk and Flynn decides, fuck you, Ruby, I'm going to post a comment up, at least my head's not going to be covered by half the comments. The problem is, this is a story in my life. Now that somebody else is on the bottom besides me, all of a sudden the comments are just pushing the little screens up. And so that's like, well, y'all didn't care when it happened to Ruby, but when Anne-Marie and Megan are on, all of a sudden, perfect.
Ruby,
hey, it updated. It's okay. It's a good thing. Positivity, man.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for you
keep
guys.
this all about you.
We love you.
Don't fuck it up on me next time. A stream deck or whatever this is called.
I have a question for Anne-Marie and Megan, actually, because you told us about how they don't allow meat thermometers in Hell's Kitchen. Here's one that I think really should be allowed, because I have no idea why it wouldn't be okay otherwise. What about hairnets? Like, is that something that you commonly use in the restaurant business? I mean, I see it more often from like school cafeterias, but it sounds like a sound thing to use in the kitchen. Like, I never see it used in Hell's Kitchen. Is that not allowed?
Well, here, I mean, they give us the bandanas. Here, like health department stand codes, as our health department regulations, as long as you can pull it back, it doesn't need to have a hat on. You don't need to have a hairnet on. It's long enough, blah, blah, blah. For the guys here, they all have to wear hats, the ones in my kitchen, if they have anything less than a shaved head or something that they can pull back like mine. I've never been in an area except for when I worked briefly at like the airlines where I had to wear a hairnet, but that was pretty much it. We do push the beard nets because those are short little things. But I haven't seen those on Hell's Kitchen. So it's not that it's not allowed, it's just that they don't provide them. We can, and if you watch like earlier episodes or seasons, the girls can do, like, you can put that bandana is pretty big. You can kind of cover your head with it if you wanted to.
Yeah, that is true. You're right.
I have a follow-up question to that. Megan and Anne-Marie, you've worked with Wit, so what's the thing that's in her hair exactly? Can you explain that?
In her hair?
I think it's like a do-rag. I know you can, like, a lot of people use bonnets and whatnot to like maintain, and I don't use one, I can't speak for it, but I think it's just like, it's a style choice, and please, again, I'm not an expert.
Okay, there we go. The positivity just randomly went up.
I know. Holy shit, that was what's going on, Magali? One of my.
Like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
One of my favorite.
Yeah, Magali, the meme of the season.
No, I think
you're just in time.
Okay.
The runner-up of the
Can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear us?
I can't hear anyone. Hang on.
Testing, can you hear us?
For some reason,
Oh no.
Testing.
I have no volume.
I hear you.
I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Yeah, but okay.
You know what? I have to go out into the living room.
All right.
We can hear you.
You
let
can
me
hear
know.
me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Todd
yeah.
says he can hear me, but I can't hear you.
What's up, Todd?
Hear you.
God, what's up?
My
Oh my God, is
girl.
that Kyle?
No, I think
April Fools.
Shit.
All right. I have no idea where we're at right now. Okay, so we got Magali. I was
You hear that?
not expecting to have a
No.
reunion.
You still can't hear?
No. Maybe you can.
What's
Todd,
up, Todd?
everyone.
That's
Hey,
Todd.
guys.
We love Todd.
He's fixing my
Really
sound. Hang on.
engaged.
Hey Tyson, I mean Todd.
Oh, yeah, he does kind of look like Tyson. Tyson from Super.
Okay. Automatically just the volume. Maybe not this. That's your mic volume. Okay.
Here, let me.
You do realize you're the loudest in terms
You're
of our
very loud.
microphones, right?
Girl, we can hear you loud and clear.
Let me. I'm gonna log out real quick and log in with my laptop. I'll be right back.
Totally fine.
Love
The
you.
comment just covered Hannah. There you go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I can't really do comments now with with freaking. I'm just gonna cover Hannah's face each time. All right, boys. So there you go. We have a reunion stream pretty much tonight. We got Magali, Megan, and what's going on, Magali? We're all excited to see you. But what you been up to since we last chatted with you?
Killing it, obviously. I've been great. I actually just had Chef Michael at my restaurant this weekend.
saw that, yeah.
So that was awesome. Yeah. And Anne Marie's coming next.
Oh, that's a little spoiler for all y'all.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we need at this point. We might as well have all the other chefs join if we can. Cool. All right, guys. So let's try to get into this episode a little bit. It's kind of a fun little reunion as well. But cool. So I think the last before I was talking about was Joe got Joe was also a little bit upset, but he got back to it. And then Ramsay said that they would both get pretty much enjoy the water park. So at least the loser here, unfortunately, even though Hannah didn't win, at least she'll get a water park. She said herself she probably needs that little bit vacation. So that's good. I like that. And yeah, we then got into the service. So Ultra, I'll start with you. How are you kind of feeling about things before service? Did anything kind of change in your mind when it came to the trajectory you saw Kyle and Hannah going into service with the way it started?
I'll probably repeat this whenever Hannah comes back online, but
She's back online. There we go. Here's
I manifested you, Hannah. I manifested you. Can you hear us?
yeah.
And we're back.
We're back.
You can hear us, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Flynn was asking me about service and if anything was going on where that changed my opinion of what was going to happen. Last week I was predicting that Kyle would probably win just because there was a tragedy that we were seeing with him going forward. In this episode, I was actually leaning more towards it being you, seriously, because there was more conflict going on his side, which maybe he expected and was trying to, assert himself a little bit. But you had a more cohesive team, it sounds like, and that is Anne-Marie. That's also a testament to you.
I do.
Go
agree.
team. Go red team.
Yeah.
And,
Congratulations,
and overall,
ladies.
I do think your service was a little more consistent. There was a pretty solid problem on Kyle's team when it came to Joe on the fish station, whereas with you it was one small hiccup at the beginning and one small hiccup at the end, and even then I would have probably excused those. You could argue that the mistakes in Kyle's kitchen were actually halting things. So I don't know. I actually was kind of expecting it would be you who won this one. I'm happy with who won on a gloating level because we had draft, but all the same, had you won, I would have been yeah, you earned it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
In the
follow
end-
up with that by saying that I only saw bits and pieces of the episode as it was going on because the stream is not consistent with the connection. But I think my opinion on who would win or my predictions still stay the same. I mean, I didn't see all of Kyle's team's faults at 100%. I didn't see all of your successes at 100%, so I couldn't have been in a position to change my opinion. But I'm glad I could say that I predicted right. And maybe that was the whole point. Maybe they were trying to, it's true. Ultra has a point that the edit is usually a bit, will highlight the loser's mistakes a bit more. But maybe that's what they were trying to do to trick us this season.
Yeah. Kind of going on that point, Hannah. Yeah. So, I mean, of course, it's crazy to think you're the first person I had on back in episode 3, right? So it was kind of interesting to see your edit throughout the season. I'm sure you kind of heard my opinions on it. you weren't like obviously over the top. I kind of called you that silent assassin, right? You know, kind of started with the little mistakes here and there, like service, nothing crazy, and then you just completely turned it on in the second half. So how do you kind of feel about your edit as a whole this season and just overall run this season?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the edit of myself was pretty much 100% spot on. It's who I am, not hiding anything, not trying to be something I'm not. And I'm glad that was shown and seen through. So, yeah, super fun. And I did start to find my feet about halfway through. And that's when I was like, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah, I have to admit, like one thing I really loved about this episode, Hannah, was your edit. I felt that it was, yeah, it was something that I felt people could, or if not people could empathize with. You can. It shows that you're empathizing with people that are watching. Yeah, actually, no, I was right the first time. People empathize with that. That's what we call it. But yes, you get what I'm saying here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and did we miss anything? Because again, we'll talk about this in a, you know, when we get to the end of service. But from my point of view, Hannah, I thought honestly you did better. I mean, it was very, very close. But from my point of view, I thought you killed it. I know Ann killed it. I thought your whole team kind of killed it. So, what were you kind of thinking when it came to reveal the winner? How confident were you that you were winning at that point? 50-50? Were you just kind of give it to me?
I mean, not trying to sound a certain way, but I thought I had it in the bag. Just how everything was going, flowing, menu. But at the same time, it's like there's always that piece of it might not be me. So you have to like come to terms with, okay, if it's not me, we're still going to be all right.
Yeah,
Ultra, you gotta.
Real quick. Did you like know how like Kyle's team did? Did like he tell you, oh, this happened to mine? Okay, so you didn't know. Okay.
No, we knew nothing. And it's like you can't really hear the other side of service either. So I was, not trying to focus too much on what was going on to the left of me because I'm just in depth with my team and making sure my plates look great. So not really understanding what was going on the other side. But tonight was fun to watch because now I'm able to see that.
Mm-hmm, yeah, Ultra, I have to admit you were sitting like this, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of a certain someone. Looking at the two finalist portraits, like,
oh, that's just me perfecting the Gordon Ramsay impression I can apparently give off according to the audience.
Yeah, you guys. I don't know if you guys will stay here for our impressions, right? But you got to finish off the impressions as well.
So since you're here, we got to hear all four of you's impressions of Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, eventually.
And Kyle.
Oh God.
I don't know about that.
Although Kyle should be easier for you.
I want to hear Megan's. I feel like she'd have a good one.
Turn up.
Impressions. We'll turn this into impression stream. See who does the best impression for sure. For sure.
Megan has the best one for sure.
Yeah, that's why I could imagine she has a pretty good one. I have a feeling she has a good one. All right, we'll have to do it. Well, Megan, you're on the spot now. At the very least,
it's all about what is it? It's all about like pitch and like tones, right? And I'm great at karaoke, so like I might have it.
There we go.
Although one thing that you've got the pitch and the tone, but I think you should work on the volume a bit. Can you turn it up a few notches, please? Your microphone.
Do you want me to yell at you, or you're a glutton for punishment that way?
Excuse me?
You're a glutton for punishment. Do you want someone to yell at you? Is that your thing?
Go ahead. Yes,
please.
Your microphone.
Oh my goodness. All righty. That's all right. So, let's talk about service now. Lulu. So it's kind of interesting. Lulu being Lulu kind of messed up the salads right away, but we love
Lulu. We love Lulu.
We love her. We love her.
That expression is
Red team forever, baby.
Wow, cool. And the thing is, after she kind of got off to a slow start, she did kind of admit that Kyle did make the right decision on kind of splitting up the appetizers. I was kind of confused. Can you guys explain that to me? Like when he says split up the appetizers, do you mean like kind of explain that to me?
I think what he meant was that mostly on her station it was cold apps, whereas the hot apps were kind of being dispersed across the other stations. Like technically scallops count as an appetizer in Hell's Kitchen, but they come from the fish station, that kind of thing. I think that's more what they were referring to divide and conquer on that front. If anything, like that probably is a smart way to, get apps out a little bit faster, because then you have every hand working on it instead of like one or maybe two at most.
Okay, yeah. I was just kind of confused because at the end it started that she was not happy about it, how it was going, but at the end she kind of admitted that he made the right decision too. So that was very good on his part. And then also on appetizers, it seemed that Joe got off to a slow start. And let's finish up with his service at the end there. Or excuse me, Brandon, made a little mistake on garnish. But Joe seemed to be the biggest problem in the Blue Kitchen tonight when it came to Kyle, messing up on the scallops a couple of times. And Kyle was aggressive about it. So it always kind of goes back to that old point, Ultra, that like, do you think in a weird way that, with more mistakes on Kyle's side, that might have like made Kyle seem like more of a leader in a way to see how he responds? Whereas even if Hannah's kitchen was more consistent, we got to see more how Kyle could be as a leader. Do you think it was one of those things that won Kyle the season in the end?
Potentially. I have a different theory. It does go back to Lulu admitting that Kyle made the right call with the appetizers and where she was positioning everybody and and the responsibilities that he was giving her, because she was clearly at least a tiny bit sour on that. So for her to change her mind like that shows how Kyle is able to what's the word I'm looking for here? Corral people, I guess, together to follow his lead and his direction in service when they might not initially be there. That is a sign of a good leader, because potentially that's just somebody that you might have a leader who at first you're like, I'm not going to follow this person's rules. I just don't think they've got it. But then she was like, never mind, they've got it. That is a good leader right there.
All right, guys. So I just gave Britt the link to the stream as well too. So we'll try to see if he joins. So chat, let me just ask you this right away, chat. Who do you guys think, just from watching the kitchen, who do you guys think did the better, deserved to win, just based on final service alone, Hannah or Kyle? Because again, I truly do believe that Hannah's kitchen was a little more smooth tonight. Again, not to take away from Kyle, great service, but Hannah, again, you can kind of talk more about this from what I saw pretty much. Let's see here. Like Brittany had a little bit of a slow start with the gnocchi. Egypt, again, had a little bit of slow start with the bread or toast or whatever. It took like 2 seconds to respond. And then Anne-Marie at the very last ticket, had a little dry chicken, but that was pretty much it. So Anne and Hannah, that goes for both of you. Do you guys have anything else to add for service, whether good or bad?
Go for it, Anna.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you saw is what happened, just the small little mistakes, but that happens because, we're only human, and we bounce back, we fix it. And yeah, I felt like it was a true service.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So, so let's kind of get into, Ultra, I'll start with you. How are you kind of feeling once service ended? What were you thinking? Did anything change for you? Or are we still think on the Kyle? You said you kind of switched to Hannah after service, or not?
I switched to kind of in the middle. I just, again, felt like it's not just because Hannah serves more consistent. It's also that Gordon Ramsay was sort of stepping in a handful of times for Kyle's mistakes. Like he was catching him a tiny bit before Kyle was. That's what I was thinking might edge Hannah out, because I don't think Gordon had to do that once in the episode, as far as we saw with you, Hannah. Like any mistakes that was calling you in, you caught it. So that's more what I was thinking. As far as leadership styles go, while you're both very different, you're also both very efficient at what you do. So I figured that might be the one tiny thing that might edge you out. In the end, I was wrong, although also kind of right, because again, draft picks. But yeah, like if I was picking like who had the actual better service overall as their head chef, I do kind of pick you. Not to diminish Kyle's win or anything, he earned that too. It's just I'm literally like nitpicking every little thing. I think you were a tiny bit better.
Yeah. Well, and Ruby kind of made a comment. Could just be one of those things that, you guys are both on the same page, right? And maybe he just felt that Kyle just simply did better than you all season, at least from his point of view, right? And it would have taken like a disaster on his point from Kyle as a team to a lose service. So, yeah. Overall, again, very good service. Hey, chat, let me know what you guys think of this all-time good service. I definitely think this is a top 5, a consistent finale service for sure. So it was very good. So it came down to, again, one of the best finales of all time, in my opinion. And it came down to Kyle versus Hannah. And in the end, let's see, our first LGBTQ male winner, the charismatic Kyle, comes out on top to win the season. Congratulations. to Chef Kyle as I cover Megan Ultra and Chef Hannah do that. Congratulations to Kyle. I genuinely cannot believe if you would have told me at like the final 10, final 9 or so that he would come out to win the season, but he did. So
Thanks, y'all. I greatly appreciate it. I got the style, and I'm still looking forward to this.
Oh man! Which, by the way,
I
guys,
just realized something about Kyle. Not only is he the first male LGBTQ winner, he's also the first winner we've had to have been nominated for elimination since Michelle Tribble.
wow, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, if you want to count Cook for Your Life challenges, I guess you could count Alex. I wouldn't, because that's not being nominated by your team necessarily. So
Thank you,
yeah,
Ultra.
I think
Yeah,
I'm just gonna. I gotta also mention. I know that this is a touchy one, but like, I think what I appreciate about Kyle is that like people would say that Ramsay had a bias against overweight chefs, but in this case, an overweight chef won the competition, and it was nice to see that.
Yeah, it is nice to see that. He's right.
Yeah, let's just go around the panel. Because I had you guys all pretty early, didn't really get much of an insight on what you guys thought about Kyle. I'll start with you, Magali. Overall thoughts on Kyle, if you from what you remember about him and seeing him on TV. What's your thoughts on Kyle?
Very like his persona is what he is on TV, and he's a very sweet person. Like I remember having a breakdown in the dorms and then him coming out. I don't know if you guys remember that, but him being there and like just making sure we were okay. And like he was the only person from the blue team, I think, that actually like did that. So that was pretty cool.
Awesome. And yeah, Megan, same question for you. How was what's some of your best Kyle stories?
When I offered Kyle a pot because he lost the burger challenge. But no, I think Kyle was so funny. Like Kyle was there for pretty much everybody. And you know what? Like, I give him props for taking on the 2 burgers. I give him props for just being who he was, like, relentlessly, even though it was exhausting sometimes. I don't know. I was not laughing at Kyle. It was amazing. He's such a warm and fuzzy person, and he's always trying to be there for everybody. And he's just gay and fabulous, and that is what it is with Kyle.
Yep.
Yeah, and Anne-Marie, I'll ask you this question. You can give your thoughts on Kyle too, but this is something we kind of discussed throughout, especially at this end game when we all started to think, hey, we actually think Kyle's going to win this. Do you think that Kyle being that charismatic personality, is what won him the restaurant in the end? Because again, you guys are all head chefs, you're all very talented, but Kyle has that, he's got that charisma factor. Even Ramsay's even said at the end. So do you ultimately think that's kind of what won him in the end?
I mean, honestly, so first I'll tell you my Kyle story. So right before I got eliminated, of the many times, I only went up for elimination like once or twice, I think, guys. So before I went up for elimination the last time, he's the only one that said bye to me. He's the only one that said, hey, it's been great cooking with you no matter what happens, and gave me a hug. So that really touched me, and I will never forget that. He is genuinely so kind and absolutely hilarious. I love being around him. He's great. I mean, this Hell's Kitchen, I don't know how to explain it. I love the show. Is Britney. That girl. She's in New Zealand, guys, by the way. She just got to New Zealand.
Chef at a restaurant in New Zealand.
Yeah, I wanted to go there one day.
Oh my goodness. And wait, Lulu was in where? Costa Rica, you said? Man, oh man, you guys are living a good
Rica.
life. Oh my goodness.
Costa
You
Rica.
got
Yes, we're fingers, baby.
They're joining in too.
yeah.
Hi,
What's going on? Where have you been?
Congrats, babe. I'm sorry
Thank
I burnt the fucking milk.
Listen,
Listen.
I've
saw
never
you
been
two
more
were-
nervous in my whole life. I don't know how you did it, Hannah. You
I
were the
know.
real queen.
I could tell you were like shitting your pants.
That was the most nervous the whole show. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
little
I was like-
pressure.
I
I
know.
love this. I love this so much.
Reggie
I was-
forever.
Oh, I was like, Brittany, don't fuck it up.
My sister sent me a text. My sister sent me a text, and she was like, Hannah was like, I'm not gonna let Brittany fuck this for me.
And now, yeah, and now we need Egypt and Brandon for the meme.
I don't know how many can even fit on the stream at this point. So yeah,
We got Egypt, Brandon.
guys, we're
Michael.
outnumbered by the red team. It's no longer YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
Red team forever.
Yeah, they outnumber
Anthony?
us. Let's just let them take over.
Yeah, honestly.
I know.
All right,
Have you
so
been on-
I
you've been
think
alive
the finale
for 30
should.
minutes? Hey, also,
Oh yeah,
I'm
Lulu
calling
got
you from
hurt.
the future.
Oh my
You
God,
are.
I have
You're
relatives.
you're on
I'm in the
Friday.
future.
I feel that. I feel that.
Are you guys okay? Are we all okay?
I don't know what's going on, Corey.
What's happening?
Yeah. All right. Let's just, since Brit's here, guys. Brit, since you're here, Brit, just kind of give us an update. How have you been? What your thoughts on the finale was? You obviously kind of said yourself. This was literally more scary. It sounds like you were more it was more scary to cook for Hannah than win for her than actually
Yeah,
like
I
you're
mean,
not running her.
I don't want to make this about me, but I will. Bottom line is, like, I remember being like, what is gnocchi? I don't even know what a pan is right now. It was, the finale, bottom line is, Team Hannah for life, obviously, and
Hannah for
congratulations to
life.
Kyle. Obviously I love Kyle too, but, it's a real tough loss out here. I'm crying on the inside. It was an intense day, and I think everyone, Anne-Marie can agree, like, and Hannah, of course. Well, we missed the girls, Mags and Meg, and all the other red team that weren't part of it. But I think everyone can agree. I mean, after that was like the craziest service of my life, and probably of most of ours. It's just like a
Britt, do
feeling
you
that you
remember when I
can't.
burned your finger?
Oh,
Oh,
and
the
then I
torch.
got brulee.
You torched Brittany bruleed her finger trying to do my
I'm
final
kidding. This is a
dessert.
new one.
Oh man.
Trying to brulee the banana split on my menu. Brittany
Yeah.
creme
It was
brulee
a
her
team
finger.
effort on burning Brittany. I felt really bad. The flamethrower
You know what?
thing
I'm
just
down
is
with.
not my friend.
I'm here for it. But yeah, no, I think like my thoughts on finale is like it just brings back a lot of memories, and not to be like too sentimental, but will be. It's just so amazing to be there for Hannah. If it wasn't me, really genuinely, like there's no one I would have wanted it more for than Hannah. And she was able to outperform and go muster through all of the BS and
She
still
was hot.
freaking just kill it every time. And she's someone to really look up to and admire. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to cry on whatever on national streaming, but yeah. And where I'm at
I
now is
appreciate
I'm
that.
in New Zealand.
Listen,
I'm in New
Britt,
Zealand, and on Friday.
I
Yeah.
know you, and I know that you know me. Okay, so you don't
And
have
I
to.
know you. You know me.
You know that I know that you know that I know
Yeah,
you.
you know.
Yeah, and Hannah was always so encouraging when everyone else doubted me. No offense, but and including her at times, I'm sure. But Hannah
Never
was
love.
always really good about saying that to me. She always says, "Look, I know you. You got to know yourself." And she's not only a great leader outside of the kitchen, but what a great friend otherwise. So yeah, I'm in New Zealand. It's Friday here, so
Oh man.
yeah, that's it for me. Yeah.
Golly,
Love you,
with the
Brit.
everyone this season. Oh yeah, you gone or you just want to stop by? Or you gonna stay here? Okay,
Who?
cool. I thought Ruby is like bye, Brit. So I thought I missed something. So yeah, you can stay here as long as you want for the stream. But Golly, saying
It was
everyone.
nice to see you. Not with me, not in the hospital bed.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
didn't
Oh, that was
recognize
your
you without the
episode. That's
gown.
right.
I know. My goodness.
I mean, respectfully, I still think Kyle wore it better.
I disagree
Everyone.
wholeheartedly.
Golly, saying everyone this season was literally phenomenal. Yeah, guys, I saw you guys were kind of in the comments yourself said you're kind of how you kind of view the season. So let me know what you think of the season right now. Where it kind of ranks for you. Is it like top tier, middle tier, low tier? Again, it's so interesting. Again, I hate to say this in front of the chefs here. I have this kind of like a middle tier right now because again, it was kind of interesting where there was always something to talk about, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It just felt like something was a little bit missing for me. I don't know what it was. Gumball, Gumball. I did again. Ultra. What's your overall thoughts on this season? And chat. So I guess I have to say right now, kind of mid tier for me. But this is a season I think you have to rewatch because it's so interesting. Ultra. Overall thoughts on the season right after it ends.
Given that I have such a high opinion on a lot of seasons right now, I might need a little bit of time to marinate in it, I guess. But
Because we're all in here, Ultra. We get it.
Yeah.
a gut reaction, it's probably a little bit in the middle, but on the high end of the middle. So that would be like what? At least top 10. Not quite reaching the top 5 though. But again, there's some heavy competition for the top 5 spot. That's like now reflection back on the season. It's just a couple seasons I have a little more close to my heart. That's it.
Yeah, because look at all the moments we have. I mean, I just got working on the top moments video right now. We got Brandon's, out of nowhere meltdown. Freaking Kyle, like the fact that Kyle actually won this season, this out of nowhere personality won this season is insane. We got the triple.
And
the
how
triple
Hannah
elimination.
lost is insane.
I
It
know
is
that's
kind of insane,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Hannah
triple
has the
elimination.
winner's edit. But
The
I mean,
triple
let's talk about the big news here, okay? Because congratulations, both the winning and the both of them, just very, the top two in the end. I mean, I think that makes it, a little more top tier. And I think it's harder to have a top tier Hell's Kitchen season with head chefs only in the sense of what Hell's Kitchen has been known for, which is a lot of fuck ups. So,
Right.
as far as top tier of talent goes, there is no better. But I think that, I would say
14.
the same in the way because there doesn't seem to be as much of faux pas because we all know what the hell we're doing. You know what I mean?
You got a
But there's
point.
also so many other miracles that happened, and I'll shut up now. But my point is, I
No, you're good.
agree
You're
and
good.
disagree.
You're
Well, I
so
was gonna say-
inspirational.
No, but
Yeah,
honestly,
Hold on.
it is true. There's a lot of. Go on.
Well, I just want to say because we're all fans. Again, it's easy for us to say, as Hell's Kitchen fanatics, this compare each season. So, and of course, I'm sure you guys are a little biased, but I'm just kind of interested. Whoever wants to go, what do you guys kind of think of the season? Like watching it back, obviously, I'm sure you watched yourselves and oh my god, how did they not show this? But just from a general fan standpoint, how did you guys enjoy the season rewatching it? Whoever wants to
I
go.
think Megan needs to answer that first.
Yeah.
She's the diehard fan right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, good. Diehard fan, Megan.
I have to say that I agree with Brittany. As far as I watched all the seasons. You had the first season, which was a fucking train wreck of just entrepreneurs and just just regular Joes off the street. Then you got into the seasons where they casted actual cooks. Then you got into the seasons where they actually step up their game and got chefs to do it. And it's just been a progression. Since I don't know if you've seen this much talent since season 19. I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to put us up there. 19 was super fucking talented. Everybody after that, even it really was a hard time for me to watch the young guns because they are just so young and I have those young kids in my kitchen. I'm 38, by the way. So shit, I have all the 20-year-olds and I'm looking at them come on, let's go. So as far as watching young guns, it kind of because they were all very gung-ho. But then as you watch the seasons progress, they get better talent on the season. And don't ask me that. I feel 23 all the way, baby. 23.
Yeah, Megan, when she says I haven't seen it cast as talented since season 19, I'm like, bro, you forgot
and it was
22.
because we were a season of all professional chefs.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I spoke to my dad about this when he was still around, about why don't they cast better talent? And he said, well, if you think about it, who wants to watch it if nobody fucks up? And I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense. And then we get on this show and we're chef comes over and yells at us for the most random shit. And we're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? That is literally what it was the entirety of the season. We were on it. The majority of us were fucking on it. And yeah, it looked fucking boring. It looked fucking boring because we weren't having to refire scallops a million times. We weren't having to refire salmon a million times. We weren't going down on broken carbonara 6 to 8 times. I mean, there was one of us, but I'm not going to say who it was. Anyways. Out there. But it wasn't like old seasons where there was just drama to have drama. People weren't fighting with each other just to fight with each other. We're all professional. We're all professionals.
Megan,
we all have people.
I think that to Chef Megan's point is very well said. And I think that there were definitely a lot more interpersonal struggles for most of us. And I think for people in the world, they want to see people throwing pans and fire. But if you actually look at the cast and the interpersonal struggles of the lives all of us live and how different, how different we all are, but how similar we are in the kitchen, but different outside of the kitchen, I think made it very interesting, but also very probably difficult for producers to figure out how to show that because Chef Ramsay doesn't give a shit about that. He only cares about the kitchen.
And I
And
think
so,
that's
to
what
Chef Megan's point, in the
Absolutely.
kitchen, we were all pretty much on top of it. Sure, I was going through my thing and everyone's going through their own things. And so we might not perform at the certain level, but overall, we all had it together. And so I think from a perspective like that, yeah, it seemed like maybe a little bit more boring. But I mean, I love seeing me on TV, so I'm going to call it exciting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that that's what
Oh,
makes
hold on.
the season unique is that we get like everybody was saying, we usually get entertainment from fuck ups, but in this season we were just getting entertainment like
Exactly. Yeah.
we were getting more like and yes, I've always made this comment that one other thing besides the fuck ups and everybody watches Hell's Kitchen because Ramsay loses his shit. I'm like, no, there's also a lot of drama between the contestants, season 10, season 9, season whatever. But that's what I liked about season 23. It wasn't about fighting, it wasn't about fucking out, but there was a lot of this interesting drama going on that was watchable. And also
Exactly. Yeah.
and also like for example, Egypt getting nominated twice at the beginning of the season, but unlike since season 17 unlike since season 19 where pretty much like you getting nominated towards the beginning of the season is kind of a death sentence for you. You're not getting a black jacket. Egypt, got third place.
Can I bring something up actually regarding
Well,
that?
hold on, guys, hold on, because Anne's got to leave real quickly. So, Anne, do you got anything to say before we say goodbye to you?
No, I'm actually just gonna go watch the finale with my parents. Respect the time with them.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, it's been, that's
Wait,
it.
you're saying you'd rather watch the finale with them as opposed to be on the stream with me? That's crazy.
I mean, I'm flattered to be on the stream
How
twice.
could you?
Let's be honest. And I get to see all my Hell's Kitchen Red Team girls and you guys. You're
I thought you
fantastic.
said on my hose. Same.
All right.
And thank
Anne,
you
love
so
you a
much
lot. Take
thank
care.
you so much for what you brought this season. One of the better personalities for sure. Thank you so much.
Bye,
and I hope you
Anne-Marie.
have a great time. Have
Bye,
a good
guys.
one.
Thank you all. Thank you all
Bye,
for your
Anne-Marie.
support. I really
Oh my
appreciate
God,
it to all the
bye.
fans, everybody. This has been a crazy experience, an
imagine.
intense experience. I've learned a lot of interpersonal skills, amazing friends. You guys are incredible. Thank you for your support, Flynn, Ultra, Ruby, and Gumball. Even though you're not here, you guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
Pleasure to get to talk to
you.
you.
Bye, Anne-Marie. Much
Good one.
love.
I love you.
Bye, sister.
But kind of going off what people are saying,
Actually, I tried
kinda-
to cover my throat like caught up there right at the wrong time, bro.
this season was interesting because it had its moments. It had so many moments this season. We always had so much to talk about each stream. It was unpredictable as hell, right? No one saw Kyle winning halfway through the season, or even like honestly till the Black Jackets. But I guess since we're so used to, like you guys were saying, that drama, it's like, oh crap, did I really enjoy the season or not? Just kind of that interesting season. It wasn't like obviously like a Young Guns type
Yeah.
season. There's just
Yeah,
nothing happening.
I was gonna say
It's kinda interesting.
to piggyback off that, you could argue that a season like season 20 had a lot more mistakes going throughout it because it did have a lot more mistakes going on throughout it, and I actually didn't like it as much as this one because because I don't watch Hell's Kitchen specifically for the mistakes. They can be fun, but they're only really as fun as being able to bounce those mistakes and what Gordon Ramsay says about those mistakes with the personality of the chef who's making those mistakes. And I just wasn't invested in most of those personalities, whereas I was very invested in all of y'all and just about every chef this season. If Flynn were to do a count or something, or have a new addition to his like most forgettable chef of every Hell's Kitchen season and go over this one, I'm legit not sure who he'd pick because I can't say anybody was all that forgettable.
Oh, come on, who do you think I would pick?
Me.
No.
It's easy.
Brittany.
Done.
Oh, Brittany, you're the last person that anybody would forget about.
Okay, I think in terms of I
Do you
think
remember what
overall, if I had to
do you
pick
remember
somebody,
what
I'd pick
Corbin sounds
Megan.
I do.
Apparently, I'm on a good list somewhere or something.
that's
I don't
the thing.
know.
Like the fact that I forgot that that's what you said should be enough to be like, yeah, I can't even. I forgot how forgettable he was.
Yeah.
Who?
Take that what you will. Corbin is what I was thinking, and even then,
I thought you were asking.
I never
I
forgot
think you were
Corbin.
asking if who you pick as your head chef, and I said Megan, but yeah.
Corbin was so like just cool, calm, and collected, like no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
He's just like he didn't get a chance to really show.
always making like a turkey and cheese wrap, just like
Yeah.
all right, guys, well,
Yeah,
That's
yeah, like,
That they didn't show a
He
lot of our
didn't get
dorm
enough
life,
time to
but it was
shine.
because we were so.
But I felt like
like,
Corbin. See, here's the thing. At least Corbin became a meme postseason. I think
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Michael ended up being kind of a bit more forgettable, sadly. You know. And
yeah, I remember his plea.
Yeah.
Kyle's
You guys,
plea.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta
Oh.
get back to the kitchen.
So,
bye, have fun.
Bye, Britt.
But I wanted to be on the. Hey, congratulations to Hannah. And
Thank
look,
you.
I'm always Team Hannah, but I want to give a shout out to Kyle as well. Just genuinely, like again, there's no better two besides me in the final. And no, but in all seriousness, like congratulations to him. He's a wonderful chef. He deserves it too. And I'll forever have a piece of my heart broken for Hannah. But thank you guys for having me, and I'll be in touch. I love you guys.
Bye, love you, have fun.
Love you
Bye.
too.
See you.
Get back to work.
Yeah.
I'm done for the day.
Yeah, the grind never stops for chefs, huh?
Yeah.
No, ever.
My goodness.
No.
I saw Hannah made a
Still
Instagram.
replying to emails.
Yeah, I saw you made a funny meme how you're just always working or working out. That's like your life these days, pretty much, Hannah.
Oh, that's it. I mean, you don't have time for anything else. It's that and like trying to do laundry.
Yeah, well, it's
if you're working out,
Laundry
you look
is the
good.
epitome of my existence.
Dude, laundry's the worst.
Laundry.
So I always
It
say
is. Preach,
I
preach.
am the best chef in Indiana, but I'm the world's shittiest housewife. So
BS. You still
No,
cook your husband,
give yourself
cut that
some
shit
credit.
out.
It's pretty cool.
Get that
But
right
golly,
off the
just
Don't worry,
looking at your
Mags, I would,
surroundings, you keep your
I would
house
take you-
bigger than I do.
Yeah.
I would propose
This
to you
is
anyway.
my
I would
husband's
propose to
office.
you any
That's
day.
why
Don't
it's
worry.
nice.
Still, it's one room nearer than my apartment.
Hey, look, Magali, I would propose to you any day. The only problem is I'd be cheating on Flynn if I did that.
Thank you.
Oh no. Oh god, don't get Ruby all excited. We know what he does. All right, cool. Yeah, does anyone? So we're kind of going around talking about Kyle before Brittany joined, which I'm glad she did. But yeah, Magali, did you kind of give your thoughts on Kyle or not?
Yes, I did.
You did, yeah.
You
Hannah,
know-
so
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Hannah, as like the overall thoughts on Kyle and just in general, because again, from our point of view, we could see it firsthand. Kyle was just kind of there early on, and he's very, very similar to you. He stepped after he almost went home over Lulu. He just completely flipped the switch and turned it on. So, did you kind of feel that on the blue side, or how are you kind of feeling Kyle as a finalist? Yeah,
I felt from the start he came in very confident, and Kyle, he loves to shit talk no matter what. So that was kind of like his thing in the dorms, off camera, on camera. Didn't matter who was around, he was doing it. Can he cook? Yes. It was very difficult though at the finale, because it was just this constant banter between him and I. We're just, we're friends, but at the same time, it's like only one person can win, and it was tough.
mm-hmm. For sure.
I was gonna say, in regards to Kyle, ironically, something that he said at the beginning of the season rings true for a good chunk of the season, actually, where when he wore that pink leopard skin top of his, he wanted people to underestimate him throughout the season by looking really goofy. That happened. Like, not that none of us thought he had no chance, but we just thought there were a couple people who had a little bit of a chance, Hannah being one of them. And he proved us wrong. I gotta give kudos. Like, that's actually a really good prophetic moment maybe for him. So
yeah. I mean the outfit was definitely strategic.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll say that.
He's the first one I talked to, like when we were getting fitted for our life jacket. He's like, "Does this go with my outfit?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it does.
No.
Rock it, bitch. Rock it."
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I underestimated him. I was like, who's this zebra guy? So, it worked.
He was fun.
I have my weird fashions too. I mean, like, I got a Barbie shirt.
And I got no shirt.
No.
I'm kidding, guys. Don't worry.
Don't do this again.
I'm gonna make a promise. I'm not gonna do it tonight. Don't worry.
All right, guys. So hopefully we'll get a blue team member to join
Because
us here.
unlike Hannah, who's working out, my problem is I've had these like Dairy Queen episodes this past month and a half, and I need to fucking work on it.
You can enjoy Dairy Queen all you want, dude.
No, I'm at 200 and I'm not going to say my weight number, but it's not. But it's embarrassing.
Okay, granted, it's easy for me to say that given I'm 150. I'm a
Okay, guys. All right, so Ultra, overall thoughts on Kyle, and where would you rank him as a winner right now? And chat, that goes for you too. Where does I can't remember if I asked that in the chat, but right after the finale ends, where would you rank him as a winner?
top 3, definitely.
Really? Okay, wow.
Like it's pretty close in my opinion between. I want to say it's a pretty close race between Megan of season 14. Alex of season 21 and now Kyle of this season, because good God, the caliber between all of them is just like absolutely insane. I know a lot of you might be thinking like, what about Scott Cummings? What about Dave Levy? They had a lot more falls than people might remember. Like Scott's an amazing leader. I attest to that. And Dave was an absolute workhorse, but Scott got nominated a couple times for, I mean, you could argue it's unjust, but he did make mistakes in the kitchen. And Dave Levy, while he was amazing in the kitchen, was a little subpar when it came to challenges. So
we got a Bootsy member.
Remember that case? Hey, Ultra. Sorry to cut you off.
You're lucky here. He came in just in time. We had like 5.
Everybody comes when it's my turn to talk. Well, that's what bugs me. Anyway, hey Mike. Hey Michael, nice to see you. I mean that.
Egypt's around somewhere too. If you send Egypt an email, he might hop on.
Yeah, if you guys, I'm trying to do what I can, guys. Yeah.
If you want Egypt on, let me talk more because he'll come on to cut me off. That's how it works.
I'll let you have the floor, Ruby.
Okay, so Ultra, I was gonna respond with the David thing. Remember the pancake with the pink frosting or whatever?
What?
What the hell are you talking about?
Or the crepe, like the dessert he sent up in season 6.
Oh, for Dave. I thought you said David. I was like,
what are you talking about? All right. So Michael, how you been these days, man?
I've been good. I just got to spend some time with Magali in Indiana.
Yeah, we saw that.
Little pop up there, and staying busy. Besides that, I'm going to see Corbin in about a month up in Cleveland, so that'll be fun.
I do like how chummy this cast is.
Yeah. What do you think about the finale? And just in this season as a whole, Kyle as a whole, what we talked about so far? Just kind of give your overall thoughts on all this stuff.
It was, I don't want to say surprising, but surprising that Hannah's door didn't open. I was not to say Kyle did a bad job by any means. I think Hannah just, had that edge. So it was a little bit surprising.
Team Hannah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Of course.
And you're someone firsthand who worked with Kyle. And again, we saw early on as TV viewers, we didn't think this kind of bubbly personality would go on to win this season. So I can't remember if I asked you this when you were last on the stream, but how did you kind of feel Kyle would end up doing? Did you think he had winner potential, black jacket potential? Like maybe, what were you kind of thinking about Kyle?
I think I might have said this last time I was on here, but
yeah, I can remember.
I remember the day we all left to start, and I was reading the room trying to get a feel on everyone. I thought Kyle was going to be the first person eliminated.
Underestimated, right?
Because Kyle's a killer.
And I thought he was going home that night he went up for elimination.
Yeah, prove me wrong, and I'm happy for him.
I like being proven wrong. I know a lot of people don't like that. It's like a shot to their ego. No, I like being proven wrong sometimes.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, fix your mic, Mike.
Oh, it's
a little soft, Mike.
A little soft, but I can hear him okay.
I mean, we can hear you, but Ruby obviously can't.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I could hear him. It's just I heard a bit of stack, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I gotta go in for the joke. Fix your mic, Mike.
Oh. Ruby with those puns. He's good at those puns. Yeah, but back to Kyle real quick. I kind of give my thoughts to him the past. I mean, we kind of talked about how who cares what you think about Kyle as a overall winner when it comes to talent. I think it's very clearly he's the most charismatic and entertaining winner in Hell's Kitchen history. I mean, I think as Hell's Kitchen fanatics, and I think even you guys who aren't Hell's Kitchen fans can probably agree. It's there's not been a more charismatic and fun winner than Kyle, and that's the thing. That's why we didn't think someone like him could win early on. But the fact he did is so cool. I will say though, again, due to this little bit of slow start, I know a lot of people are saying top 5, right now I'm kind of thinking, maybe 8, 9, or 7 or so is what I'm thinking. Not quite top tier in my opinion, but obviously a very, very good winner. And the fact that he won such a talented season, obviously you have to give him some credit. But yeah, that is the winner, Kyle. Does anyone else have anything to say about Kyle?
I don't know what else I gotta say except he's so sexy and I love it. I don't know.
Send Egypt an email. He's on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, guys. So we'll have Egypt.
Oh, and to answer Kyle's question, I think I can think of one Hell's Kitchen chef who might have said sexy more times than him, and that might be Trev in season 18. It happened a lot, is all I'm saying.
Cool. But Kyle won, and that means our runner-up of season 23, Head Chefs Only, is the lovely Hannah Flora.
Ultra, you got screwed right there.
I motioned to her before she got it.
All right.
And scene.
Yeah.
And
scene. Here's a real question. Who's the better runner-up chef between Hannah and Jonathan? Because
I just met Jonathan, so I cannot. I love both of you. So
I don't. Yeah, I can't make judgments. I think he's great. Only based off of Instagram and things like that. I don't know him personally. Yeah.
I'm not saying this because Hannah's in the room. I'm saying this because based off of Jonathan's, downfall at the final 5 or 6 it was. Yeah, final 6. I'm like, I have to pick Hannah because she didn't have that downfall.
I'm not gonna lie, you could argue she did with the mental health thing and like talking about maybe leaving because of what was going on with her husband, which again, I do not blame you for. But I'm not gonna lie, you used to make a point. She didn't melt down like Jonathan did. Even then, she had more of a valid reason to. For Jonathan, it was just taking one thing a little too harshly.
He was drunk at like 10 a.m. So
yeah, like I said that to Jonathan. I was like, I understand that things can happen and maybe something triggered you, but I gave him a chance to open about that, and even he said, yeah, I kind of I don't know what was up with me, and I kind of fucked up that day. That's what he admitted. And
here's something I learned, by the way, from a trend in Hell's Kitchen: don't get drunk on the show.
That's true.
I'm not trying to be a prude.
It's not true,
go
right?
ahead, maybe good wine. But I've come to realize if you drink in Hell's Kitchen, that often somehow ends up being your downfall. Between Jonathan and the whole sack of shit thing, you got Jason in season 4 being tempted with drinks. In his elimination episode, you got Ed in season 7 having that.
Wasn't there also Larry in season 2? He drinks a big, goes in the hot tub next day.
Yeah, that happened. I hope
season 6.
But yeah, I
drinking
is amazing. Not the best idea on Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't get drunk unless you want to.
Or at least not drinking heavily.
But that reminds me, I'm sure I brought this up with one of you before, but can you remind us of how apparently there were rumors online about how or past contestants apparently saying that they don't whatever food is left over from the services, you're not allowed to bring that upstairs, and you're given limited food supplies.
You want to talk about the beef Wellington we stole?
Exactly. That's got to drive you to drink. You know what I mean?
Argument. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Will we? I've never heard of anybody getting eliminated, but I mean, we had every flavor of Uncrustables imaginable. It was amazing.
We had any kind of cold cut you would want in our fridge of tricks.
Some fruits.
Yeah. And it was gone in
we had mayonnaise.
How you doing? How y'all doing?
We just need Kyle, and we've got a full house, bro.
Yeah, well, like I said, guys, Kyle, I don't think I've said this yet, guys. So Kyle will be on next Tuesday for a postseason interview. So postseason winner interview. So, but we got Egypt here, who many people thought was going to win this season. Egypt, what a ride it was for you, my man. My goodness, I know he had gone with Michael. I kind of said this last week. Went from almost being an early boot to wanting to quit to dominating to barely sneak into a black jacket to in the end, the final three eliminated, chef. Man, talk about if you have anything else to say about your ride this season, or just kind of give it to us, man. Quite the start of the season.
No, honestly, everybody's saying it was a wild ride. There was a lot of ups and there's some crazy downs, and it's I don't know, man. It feels like a dream, honestly.
And I will say, massive respect for you for busting your ass for Hannah for that final service, despite
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Egypt.
And I think we
You
should
don't have
get
to
into
thank.
that.
You don't have
Actually,
to thank me. That was your right
Yes,
of
I
passage.
do. Give
That was your
thanks
rite
for
of passage,
seasons
lady.
due.
That was, don't no, stop, Jesus.
Stop it, you. Please.
You stop it. No, you stop it.
yeah, we should get into that. Egypt, what was going through your head during that final challenge there?
Yeah.
Take me there. You know.
To the final challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, after hearing the onslaught of tens that Kyle was receiving,
Yeah.
the only thing I was thinking was, well, I figured at some point I'll be going head to head with Hannah because she was one of the people that I knew for a fact when I first got there that I had to watch out for because we came from the same walks of life in terms of our career. So I knew I would be going against her at some point, and all I could think was, please let me be better than this girl. Please let me be better than this girl.
How in the world do you keep a smile? And maybe it was edited, but how in the world do you keep a smile? I mean, I'm sure you're really close to Hannah, but some random chef. I mean, I shouldn't say random, but still, some chef you don't really know that well.
Some random bitch yelling at you.
Yeah. Some pretty much took, not Chef Ramsay. Some random chef took away your dream to win $250,000 and your own restaurant, and you just gotta sit there and clap for Hannah. How do you do that? It's just, that is so impressive to me. What was that like after that first couple of 5 minutes? After it's like, wow, I just got eliminated this way.
There was a lot going through my mind, honestly. But my biggest thing is I'm a realist, and realistically, I got to the finish line. I fell flat on my face, and it doesn't sound the prettiest, but it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. And Hannah is obviously a very talented, strong chef.
You didn't fall on your face.
Yeah, I'm with Hannah. Like fall on your face.
Well, I don't. For me, that's what it is. And like in that, especially in that moment.
Well, I mean, Egypt is competitive after all. So.
To answer Flame's question,
but yeah,
I have a thing.
It was in that moment that I was like, you know what? Because it's like, all right, Egypt. Well, nice job. 1 point. Sorry, sit down. And then you sit there and you're like, you can't dwell on it because you're not out of it.
Well, you didn't have time to figure out what just happened.
Exactly. And so there was no time for me to process.
Sit down, get up.
Yeah.
Honestly,
sit down, get up, work on somebody else's menu.
We
many emotions for you.
I'm sure Michael and Megan can speak for ourselves, but we had time to dwell on that, that we got lost and shit. And you didn't. You just bounced the fuck back up. So hell yeah for you.
Yeah. And then a great job for Hannah during service as well. So yeah, kind of great stuff for you, Egypt, this season. And I'm just kind of curious. I know we talked pretty extensively about this when you were on, but overall thoughts on how you're portrayed this season? Because let's be frank, you were kind of like the main character this season, So what's your overall? Well, I mean, whether you like it or not, that's kind of how you're portrayed. So overall thoughts on being this big time character this season?
It blows my freaking little mind. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't go there expecting that. I'm not the person that likes eyes on him, hence why I work in the back of house and I let my food do my speak. And so going there now and being literally the main character is freaking weird because that's not me. That's not who I am. And I don't care much for the limelight because that's never what I've had. So it's just, I don't know, honestly. This whole experience is just weird, honestly.
I can tell. And it just wrapped. It simply just ended like a couple hours ago, pretty much, So I can imagine it's pretty crazy for all you guys. But yeah, let's kind of get back to what we were talking about with Hannah. So especially as Blue Team members, again, let's start with you, Michael. Again, as someone who eliminated early on, you didn't get really much of a chance to see Hannah. How do you kind of think she would do from the limited time you got to see her, or just in general what you thought of her as a person from your limited time with her?
I mean, frankly, at the beginning, we didn't have a lot of interaction. The red team and blue team were very kind of separated. We were getting to know our own team. But you could tell Hannah had a spark. She was a very creative, for example, I don't remember which episode it was, but the duck and chocolate dish she did
Yeah.
With something where I was like, that's awesome. Like that's something I've never seen, and like clearly you're a very creative chef, and like are seeing things a different way than the rest of us.
Cool. Yeah. So Ultra, I'll go back to as the big fan here. What is, if you had to, off the top of your head, where does Hannah kind of rank for you as a runner-up? I definitely agree. It's probably top 5, right? I mean,
yeah, top 5 easy. Probably again, same as Kyle. I say potentially top 3. It's pretty close between people like again Jonathan and I want to say T, but I'm not gonna lie. She lost a little bit of credit with me from season 18, tiny bit. But yeah, Jonathan for sure. And who else would I picked in that spot? I had somebody else.
Paula?
Not really.
Yeah, very Paula-esque for me for sure. That very under the radar chef who just gets her shit done.
What about, I mean, like, sorry, I was adding on. Keep talking, Flynn.
No, you're good. You're good.
Maybe I should. It was she's kind of like up there against maybe Jonathan or Kevin Cottle. So you are an incredibly good runner-up, someone who debatably should have won over the winner. The winner maybe edges out a tiny bit from the course of the entire season, but man, it is so close that if it was switched around, I would have been perfectly okay with that too.
I think I think Hannah is in my top 5 somewhere. The question is where. I have to figure that I have to figure it out, but she's somewhere in my top 5. Yeah, and obviously the Megan Gill I mentioned was not the winner of season 14. I was talking about the winners of the runner-up of season 20.
For sure. Yeah, does anyone else have anything? I can't remember who I asked too, but does anyone else have anything to say about Hannah, whether it's as a person or as a chef? Just go for it. Anyone? Okay, cool.
You keep doing you.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, remember when we were trying to see who was shorter?
Yes, I was like every day. I remember, dude. This is something I wish they aired so badly because it made our lives. Is when Magali fell. We were unpacking.
Oh my god!
Michael, you guys remember that? We were we're getting screamed at. We're in our pajamas. We're getting screamed at by these people, and Magali is running so fast with this crate of whatever it was.
I was like, I don't need a man. I got it.
He's like, I need no man. And then she just boom lays out on the fucking floor of the dining room.
It was bad.
I didn't get to see it, but the producers told me you were right behind me, and so I felt really bad about it because I didn't even hear it.
The only people that helped me up was Anthony and Joe, and I was like, guys, I'm cool. It was not cool.
It was one of those. It was one of those times where it's like, every man for themselves. Leave her.
You know, I completely forgot to mention this when going over, and I know it's kind of like she wasn't really a part of with obviously the whole red team here today. Obviously, she was a big part in helping Kyle win. But guys, massive respect to Whit tonight for absolutely busting her ass. We were all kind of nervous that she would be the most pissed off about and she was pissed, and we all saw she was pissed. She was in the finale, but she absolutely busted her ass for Kyle tonight. And you can make an argument was a reason why she won.
She was pissed, but at the end of the day, like, no matter what shit I have with Whit, she is a professional, and she's going to come and she's going to cook.
100%. She's a cook.
That's what she aims to do.
Really good.
And that's the season that every one of us was on. Like, nobody was going to fuck anybody else over.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't those people. We aren't those people. We're professionals.
All right, cool. Yeah, so, Ruby, go ahead.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I think I should have added this when we were talking about our favorite seasons. But that's the thing. I think what people also like about how they talk about how they like the drama and the fighting and the mistakes a lot. But I think one season that is actually one of my favorites, because ironically it has a lot of talent, is season 14. Like I say, sometimes just what's one of my favorite seasons is actually the season that's not that bad in terms of mistakes. And I think season 23 is right up there, and that's another one of those reasons, because season 23 had a stacked cast.
Yes, guys. So since you're all here, overall, again, I can't remember who I has to at this point. But so I'll just kind of let you guys answer whoever wants to go. Overall thoughts on the season. Anything you guys want to share personally that you wish you got shown, whether it's just your edits or just in general. Yeah, guys, since you're all here, just kind of fire it away. It's kind of your last chance. Maybe not last chance, but a chance to kind of tell the audience one last time about your experience on the show. So,
I mean, I guess just because like we've been on the show now, we know what we did each day. I just wish it was more than 1 hour a Thursday, because there's so much that we do that is so much fun to watch, and just our creativeness comes into play. So it's like you can't really see much of who we are.
Release the live feeds.
Yeah, so I wish.
No. I don't have time for that.
You don't. I make time.
Dude, it's impossible, bro. Like, how do you have this much time?
You don't know me.
So
you don't even work in the military, do you?
Sorry, Magali, keep going.
You just collect welfare, huh?
I just want to say, and I think I can speak for all of ourselves, that when we walked into this thing, we all had our head up high and we were like, I'm an executive chef. Like, I'm going to fucking beat all you bitches. And then he said it's a head chef only competition. And we're like, oh shit, this is, like, fuck. Like, this is going to be hard. And that was just me thinking that. But I have nothing but respect for all of you. And I am so happy that I got to meet all of you.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are all friends. We got a couple questions from chat before we get into impersonations at the end.
What?
Well, I'm gonna have to go.
Me too.
Yeah. Like I said, you guys don't need to say if you want to. It's up to you if you want to say. A couple questions though. TP, I know he's been asking this. Would you have liked to meet sous chef Christina and Jason? No hate to Michelle and James, but would you guys? How would you guys have liked to meet the iconic sous chef Jason and Christina? Especially, I'll start with you, Megan, being a big fan here. What was your thoughts on that?
I mean, I would have loved to meet Chef Christina, but as soon as like I was thinking about like what the season was, I was so hoping to meet Chef Andy. I was so
Oh man,
dude, there is no other like her and Chef Christina. I think if you put them two together like as the sous chefs, Andy would scare the crap out of any man, regardless of size, weight, fucking whatever. Like I was so excited to meet her.
I feel like
I did reach out to Chef Christina and asked her what was going on, and she kind of told me, she's like, yeah, I was, it's just time for me to move on. So she mentored Chef Michelle. So we kind of got a little touch of what Chef Christina would have given to us with Chef Michelle, and I couldn't be more grateful for having Chef Michelle on the season, but because I feel like it all encapsulated like maybe all three of them at one point, because Chef Christina had Andy, Michelle had Christina, I believe, and so it's kind of full circle. So it was actually really cool.
I feel like I completely agree with you. I feel like you have this, like you give me the impression that out of all the female sous chefs, and by extension all the male sous chefs, to be honest, Andy is the one that I feel has the best symbiosis with you.
Absolutely.
Anyone can answer this. Hardest challenge y'all participated in?
I mean, for Kyle, it was pickleball.
Dude, that was like
Kyle, like if Kyle sucked at one thing, it was all those pre-challenge mini games. Like seriously,
I know. I still could not believe that was real. That he actually missed, and you guys confirmed he missed like 17 times in a row. I don't know how.
Remember the Aladdin thing?
It was a lot.
Oh yeah, Jasmine, Princess Jasmine.
What are we doing? Like,
it was a lot.
I swear in person it was probably closer to like 35 maybe. Like we were like just
I
believe in you.
I remember I was up against him on that challenge. I just remember standing in the sideline, laughing my ass off, trying not to like fall down, just laughing because he could not do it.
I was almost crying. He hit Chef James like more than just the 2 times. It was so bad. We just got it on our first try. I mean,
dude, the dude had to have missed on purpose. Like, how do you fuck?
No, he legit.
He was trying.
He legit tried.
Yeah. I just remember because we all had to pee,
Yeah. Let's go. Hurry up.
We're like, well,
So
Kyle
many
has to like hit something. I'm like, okay.
And then by the time this live stream is over, he's still trying to get a pickleball.
Yeah. It took a minute.
Oh my god, I guess I would pay so much to see that live. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw another.
Was my least favorite challenge.
Okay, cool. And I saw a one other question. I guess be last one. Would any of you come back for a second chance? Whether it's All-Star season, rookies, everyone's saying yes.
100%.
100%. That's
Depends.
depends. Okay.
I think it always depends on the filming schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I free? Am I available? Maybe. I don't know.
Right. I might be busy.
Magali's like a superstar in her town now.
Yeah.
All the interviews going on.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say so. Yeah, and you guys are all like kind of superstars in your own little worlds now. So that's got to be such an awesome feeling, I'm sure. Cool. All right, guys. Yeah. So I guess we'll kind of wrap it up. If you guys like to stay for impressions, you can. But yeah, let's start with the runner-up. Hannah, any final things you got to say? What to expect from you going forward, and just what's the experience been like? This has been something.
Honestly, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been super cool, supportive, and to the world. Don't forget, we're just human, so we feel feelings just as well. So be nice to one another. You don't have to like us, but you don't have to talk shit. And yeah. Thank you to the red team, to the blue team, to Egypt, to Michael, everybody that helped me get to where I was tonight. So thank you. You're not gonna lose me. I'm still doing things. I can't figure out. I'm getting tired. I'm sorry.
I can imagine it's been quite the ride.
Yeah. I got some stuff I'm working on. So
for sure. Well, I'd like to personally thank you, especially. You might not only represent me well for my number one overall draft pick, but I know at the very least, thank you to your mom for finding the stream and kind of making this all possible, right?
Yeah.
Notified you, and that's the reason this ride is happening in the first place. So yeah, a W for Hannah's mom and a W for Hannah this season. Top 5 runner-up. Hannah, thank you so much, and what a ride it was for you. Have a good one, Hannah. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. I'm gonna scoot out. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Great to see you again.
Yeah, Magali. Any things you gotta like to add to this season or talk about when it comes to your ride this season? What's to expect from you going forward?
Well, I honestly I don't want to be biased, but I think this is one of the most talented chefs we've had on Hell's Kitchen, to be fucking honest with you. And I just think we all held our own and we did our thing, and
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Look for us for what we do.
Cool. Yeah. Michael, what's well, let me ask you this. You guys which of you four want to stay for the impersonations? That'd be, I don't know if you guys know.
I have to get home.
Okay, yeah. So, what about you,
I have
Michael?
to eat dinner. So
Okay.
I also have to eat dinner.
Okay, Egypt, what about you?
I'm going to bed.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all go.
Yeah, do you guys have anything else to say? If not, it's been thank you all so much for coming to my stream and supporting me for on my YouTube, and a great run for all of you guys this season. Made for quite the fun season for sure. It's definitely, would say what you will, the season. It was definitely not boring whatsoever. You guys gave us plenty to talk about all season. So yeah, you guys have anything else to say? If not, you guys can leave whenever. But yeah.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thanks
No
for having
problem.
us.
Thank you. Have a good one, y'all.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Peace. All right, and it's down to. All right, and it's just.
All right, this was 3.
There we go.
That was so much fun.
Oh, and now no one wants to watch this anymore. All right, cool. That's all right, guys.
I'll be right
So
back.
that
I'm gonna fill my water.
Oh, we got to do your stream here.
We can do that real fast. In the end, I was keeping track of the draft. Not everybody was doing. Again, I might get a little insufferable here, but I ended up doing the best in the entire draft. I had my 2 lowest ranking people were Yuri and somehow Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no one would have been able to see that coming. But after that, Amory was my lowest placing person at number 8. Brandon Witt at least made Black Jackets. And then, of course, I got the winner in Kyle. So it's amazing because, again, he wasn't even in the first half of all the draft picks picked, or even in my first half. He was my 4th pick, which means there were 6 times, I guess, that someone could have picked him before me. No one did. So I I happened to get fortunate on my 4th try because somebody probably would have taken him shortly after had I not.
Yeah. Cool. I saw a lot of donations, so I'll get that real quickly here before we get Ruby. While read these donations, get a if you can get the you got everything ready for the impersonations.
Yeah. Hashtag. Okay, fuck. I have a joke. Okay. Hashtag. Ultra and I and Gumball need to go on strike so that Flint can pay us the cuts.
Yeah, my goodness, Epic Andrew, can you invite Demir? I would love to. Jonathan told me Demir's not very active, so I never really bothered about reaching out to him. So I would love to get Demir on stream one day, but yeah, I've just never really thought much of it. But if it's something that he seems to be interested in, I'll definitely do it. Another donation from Epic Andrew. My voice is going out, but just a random fact: only 540 plus contestants made it to Black Jackets. LC, Petroza, Benjamin, Declan, and Alex. Yeah, 40s are tough for here. W's in the chat for 100 plus stream viewers and Kyle Wynn. Yeah, we pretty much maintain consistently over 100 viewers, so that's cool. And another freaking $20 donation from Epic Andrew. I know you've been on my ass about doing the Black Jacket Brigade, and so this is definitely helpful. The total nominations: season 1, 6. I mean, say what you will about that, but 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 19, 5, 14, 6, 12, 7, 14, so on and so forth. You get the picture, but yeah, look at 22, 3. That is just insane. I'm sorry, man. Now that they're gone, I can officially say this cast is still not quite as talented as the 22 cast. I'm sorry. It just that cast was just too talented in my opinion.
Next time, just have the balls to say it to their face.
Well, did you see the reaction they had when I was like, I kind of felt bad even saying it was a mid-tier season. It was like, oh no.
No, I thought it was A+. It's just that talent-wise, sorry, 22 wins versus 23.
Right. Raj should have won this season. He's such a great chef. Even going to freeze, Arthur Shine, what a great man.
And I think we made it.
Finally, first opening male to win. Yep, and I couldn't be proud of.
No, actually, this person is wrong. Tavon won, didn't he?
Oh, that's original. I proposed a laundry contest. What happened? It would just end in a wash. Yes, sir.
Ruby, you gotta be a little more original with your jokes. I mean,
okay. I told the joke last week. I thought it was funny, but
cool. Yeah. So thank you so much for the donation, guys.
Yeah, no, I repeated it.
And since we're still here, I don't know how many of you guys are gonna stay with us for the impersonations, but thank you all so much for joining us for the stream. This entire season obviously was really fun. And this obviously stream especially was pretty fun. Or shouldn't say pretty fun, was amazingly fun. So that was cool.
Let's also not forget the end of Ruby's contest.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, we're gonna get there right now. I just wanted to say that while people are still here. So, are you guys ready for the final impersonation? After we just got a reunion show, now it's just back to us three doing impersonations. You guys ready for the final impersonation stream of the season for the top 18, the official top 18 most favorite chefs in Hell's Kitchen history? Ruby, are you ready, my man?
Let's fucking go. You better be ready. It's coming for you. A fire is burning. And when it's through, one soul will survive. Oh. Now,
your voice ain't half bad.
That wasn't.
Yeah, I used to sing better. I need to get back to training my voice, but thank you guys. Anyway, so let's get cracking before I crack my voice. So 17 votes. This person got 17 votes this week. And this time these are good votes, all right? So 17 votes this week, which contributed to their overall vote score being 8. And this person has the lowest vote score of the final 18. This person is the last person standing on season 20. And I will try to imitate them as best as I can. Yes, I was yes, I'm cool. I'm cool as a cucumber. I dressed as a teddy bear for Halloween. I understand, Chef. I'm going home for being too quiet.
Has to be Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take names and write initials because names are too fucking long to write down.
Yeah, I'm so freaking badass. That's what you should have done. Steve, 18. All right, let's go. Number 17.
All right. Number 17. I can't remember much of what this person said, but except for one scene because I keep playing it over and over and over. It's so fucking funny. Anyway, this person, vote score of 9, and this person received 16 votes this week to contribute to said score. Apparently, Chef thinks we're all a bunch of clowns. Huh.
Oh, I know. Grape.
Grape.
Tommy?
Yeah, like you're all seeing. You all now see my appeal.
Yeah.
Tommy?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it looks like a lot of people saw his appeal, but not enough to crack him into the top 16.
No.
Anyway.
Oh.
17.
Oh, it hurts my soul. He should be at least top 10.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's the first one that I kind of was. Oh, hurts my heart. All right.
Next person. This person reminds me of Justin Trudeau in a lot of ways, except for his hair. All right. This person received a vote score of 13 and received 13 votes. So that means their vote score was 0 coming into this, and then got 13 votes this week. All right, let's go. So Ramsay would say, "What's going on?" And this person would say, "Chef, I'm not sure. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of other lines this person said, but they were mentioned tonight as being a really good leader in spite of their many nominations."
Oh, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, oh.
Here, I got one for you. Yeah, how long on the halibut? I need 1 more minute, Chef. The next fucking table, idiot. I need 1 more minute. No, the next table. I need 1 more minute for the next table. The next table. 1 more minute. Come here, you. Oh my God. For the next table. You just keep shouting at me 1 minute.
Yeah. But seriously, look at that face a bit. Doesn't he have that same like he could sell you bullshit politician face that Justin Trudeau has? No, I mean, and that's what he did. Like, he managed to survive 7 nominations, and he won the season, even though I feel Jason should have won it.
Jason was more consistent in general. I'll give you that, but Scott had a better story. So, and was a better leader.
That's true.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's true. Justin Trudeau has a story. He was the son of a previous prime minister. He's got that going.
On to the top 15. Let's do it. Top 15.
All right, let's go. Next person, I'll try you. I'm not, you know, the next person because you had to break a tie, because this person also has a vote score of 13, but this person got 14 votes this week. Okay, I'm trying to think of a way to imitate this person, except for how they lost their cool against one particular contestant, but I'll imitate one thing that Ramsay said to this person. Yo, you look like a sock of shit on a hot summer's day.
Jonathan, of course.
Yeah, let's go.
Like a lie, I'm a president to make the top 10.
Well, that's because like on the season he got outshined by somebody else.
Yo, dude, thank you. So total 62 donut, dude. Thank you so much, Epic Andrew. My goodness, I really appreciate that. And
so that means
so appreciate that.
Yes, that means Ultra Nine should be getting about $20 a piece. Anyway,
just split it between y'all. I don't care.
Please. Anyway. Next person. Okay. I'm so fucking fed up with this blue team. I don't get it. I performed so well, but all these fucking punishments.
Dude, really, what are you doing? Perfect fucking timing.
Oh, Anthony?
Close. We did Anthony last week. Last week.
Perfect fucking timing.
I was referencing the reaction he gave to a certain Wacky chef referring.
I thought Anthony said that, so John said that. Okay, no.
Yeah. So we did Anthony last week. I told you that the person who is more loved than Anthony made it to this bracket, and there we go.
Mm-hmm.
17 a vote score of 17, and they received 17 votes this week. That means they also had a vote score of 0. Next person, Ultra knows. Because again, it's another tie that needs to be broken. Vote score is 17. This person got 18 votes, and let me tell you a bit of a context going into this. I told myself before we do these impressions, I'm gonna watch videos of these 18 players because I want to practice a bit so I could have references. The problem is that I didn't have fucking time because yesterday I had, a lot of schoolwork to, deal with in a presentation. But
then if you don't have anything.
No, I have. That's what I'm saying is, except for one. This one, I decided I'm going to do a bit of. I Googled this person first, and that's it. This person was the first person I Googled, so I'm going to come up with what I found. I don't need to. Wait, fuck. I'm gonna have to hold your hand like you're an infant child. I just want to fucking murder Mark right now.
People might say I'm cocky, but I think that's this disguise for how confident I am. My biggest fear in Hell's Kitchen, if I'm being completely honest, is absolutely nothing. I can't wait for this.
Amber, you cannot sabotage this for Mary Lou. I want her to win.
Cody, I am surprised he's this high though. I love Cody, but I'm definitely surprised he's over some of the other chefs we talked about so far. But yeah,
I think it's because he's tied with like not tied, but like connected with another, especially below a contestant in a way that's also in this tier. So
yeah. And I should have taken a break, gone out, and put some gel in my hair before doing Cody. Anyway. Yeah. All right, now all the ties are broken, so that means Ultra is no longer an insider. No longer an insider to the top 12. All right, top 12. You just interrupted me. Go take a seat right. No, let me try this again. Who the fucking list? Who wrote that?
Oh wow!
You wrote that?
Christina is not.
You wrote that.
What
are you talking about?
I'm gonna reenact the one time you see her get like truly angry in her first season.
No, before
starting trouble. Did you or did you not just say that her to fucking?
Oh yeah, I should have fucking done that instead. It's true because she tries to like avoid conflict so much in season 10.
But when she was getting tired of Robin's bullshit.
Yeah, and then it's like she lost herself, and then like she realized after Robin confronted that, oh yeah, that's not my character, but
yeah. Oh, really? So now you're in charge of me too? Oh, go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. No, she was like, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Like a smile.
Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, the person who commented, at least. Yeah, you tell me that you took a bite. You're going to tell me you took a bite. Yeah, I took a bite of the broth. A bite of the broth. You're going to have to take one more bite.
Let me finish the Jackie confrontation. Okay. You wrote the fucking list? I swear, if you write that one more time, I swear to fucking God. Well, no, you just interrupted me. Go sit right fucking there. Now, team, this is what you have to do when you have a cancer. I'm trying to get a fucking accent on. It's not working. Anyway.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Okay, let's move on. You're good.
Oh, I remember this one line. When I watched this season, I just felt Russell was such an ass.
Oh, Christine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Christine. Okay. All right. Number 11. Here we go.
So this was a big jump for her compared to Cody. Christina received 28 as a voting score and received 16 votes this week. Next person, number 11. Fuck, I don't know how to quote this person. But I'll give you some hints. I predicted this person going home in 6th place a few years ago. And I said that this person going home right before the Black Jackets, as much as it pisses everybody off, is actually a perfect way to end this person's story arc, and is the only female non-Black Jacket on this list. And Ultra, you know the answer to this, Flynn.
I don't need 10 years to work on my own restaurant. I can do 2, and I'll do just fine.
Nikki?
Oh yeah, right.
Has to be Nikki, or was she gone last week?
Yeah,
Nikki,
my girl, Nikki.
Yeah.
Remember when we first had Nikki back on the stream, like after the premiere?
Man, she was a delight.
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that.
I know, but that's not where we've come. That's crazy. All right, cool.
So 29 votes. Yeah, so Nikki had a 29 vote score, 20 votes this week. Yeah. All right, so now we've got the top 10.
Yeah, she's not top 10. Yow. This is a tight list.
She's not top 10, like she's not top 5 on her original season.
Oh boy, you are sassy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My inner Kyle is just like coming right out, you know.
Sure it's not your inner Ultra?
Is it 10?
Dude, you have no sass, bro. Like you're anyway.
Ruby, I have owned you more times than Gordon Ramsay owned a league.
No.
Guys, calm down. Let's get to I'm having fun. It has almost been 2 hours though.
Okay. 29. Next person. I said no more ties. We're bumping up to 30. This person, someone asked that Ultra and I do a rundown of this person and another person.
Let's do it now then. Let's do it now.
Okay, Ultra. You play JP and I'll play the other person. And all right.
I'm going to explode now. I'm going to explode, my friend.
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, listen to me.
You better get out of my face.
Bro.
He's not
Bro.
respecting this dining room.
Yo, suck my fucking dick.
That's not what he says to JP. He says that to Jim, but don't touch me, bro. You better get out of my face. He's touching me.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna
that's
fuck
what
you.
That's what
There
that
were so
JP
many
thinks
previews.
too.
I'm gonna
that-
fuck you up, boy.
There were so many previews of that interaction that got like I'm not sure they got modified or maybe the point is it got so easy to confuse the two that like I just remember like when he and JP got separated, I just thought he said suck my fucking dick right after.
I'll punch you in your face.
Yeah,
I'll punch-
I do
I'll
remember that.
punch-
You better get out of my face.
Man, what
Blue
I'll
a
punch you right in the
team,
face.
go blue
He said that in his
team.
confessional though. That was a confessional.
all
All
right.
right.
Man,
All right.
top
All
10
right. How about when he walks into any room and he's happy? Wow!
Mellow dude. He's a very mellow dude.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right. So Vincent Van Herd, 30 votes, 30 vote score, and 22 votes this week. So next person. Okay, I'm gonna switch images. So in ninth place, this is the girlfriend of a previous person we talked about, and when I say girlfriend, I mean that in a what's the word? Term of endearment kind of way. All right. Fuck.
Anybody who saw my fun muffins, you all owe me $20.
There we go. That was it. That's the one. That's the one.
That's just one of many quotes from this woman I can think of.
Yeah, like that's the one I think that I should think of the most. I remember. She said.
Lulu might be the most quotable female contestant I can think of on the show.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The things that I remember her saying something about a lioness or whatever. At one point, she said something. She said the muffins thing. You're right. She talked about Cody a lot, obviously.
I told Gordon Ramsay that I'm good with anything, but deep down inside, I'm like, don't give me rice. Man, I hate rice. Gets rice. Why the third thing rice? Why couldn't I get any other freaking starch?
Yeah. All right. Ninth place, Mary Lou Davis. 32 vote score and 26 votes this past week. All right.
All right.
Next person. Okay, I got some quotes from this person. All right. Boop. Josh, shut up. You're such a dick.
Nikki.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
You don't have the balls to take over and be a chef.
You don't have the balls to take over. Oh, wait, that was Josh.
That was Josh.
Right.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
sorry. Yeah, I said no. I was thinking about how Josh said Susie Homemaker or whatever. Anyway.
Boop, boop, boop. Take the scoreboards. Red team's losing, honey.
Boop, boop, boop. Take the scoreboards. Red team's losing, honey.
All right. Yeah, Nick and not in top 5. That's pretty wild. That's crazy. Yeah.
He is, however,
Elise,
the highest person now of seasons 14 and 17.
Elise, if you don't want to get involved, just shut the fuck up.
All right. 7 more, baby.
So, 33 vote score. 34 vote score.
So far, my top 3 favorite chess of all time are still in this.
Yeah, and 26. Yeah, 26 votes last week and 34 vote score. What were you saying, guys?
You're good. You're good.
No, who you said your favorite chefs are gone?
My top 3 favorites are still here, actually.
Okay, good. And Flynn, you too?
Top 4 for him, actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tommy's gone.
Okay, so
I can't think.
All right, in 7th position, I know this guy's accent, but I'm trying to think of lines that he had. All right, I'll just do one. I'll just pick a random line and just use his accent. Chef, I'm going to pick Tara.
Alex.
Oh, Alex. You can't get a little more southern than that, boy.
Yeah, you can't get a little more southern than that, boy.
I mean, I know you're from Canada, but come on.
From Murfreesboro. That's where some of my family lives. Murfreesboro. Cool. Let's do.
I'm not from Canada. I'm from Quebec.
All right.
Anyway, I'm kidding. Fuck. So, 39 votes score for Alex Bello, 7th place. And yeah, I forgot to mention in previous instances that Steve Glenn as you can see, the yellow here, he's the top person for season 20. Tommy's the top person for season 9. Also, John Scallion, the top person in season 11. Christina Wilson, top person in season 10. And then we get to the top 9 we were talking about. Nick Wilson. Nick Peters Bond, top person of season 14, and it's not shown here, but he's also the top person in season 17.
I just realized there's only one woman left in this entire competition. Y'all know who it is.
Nerd.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, there's a bit of a bias towards loving guys here, I find. Just in general for Hell's Kitchen. Next, Alex is the top person for season 21. And the next person is also the top person of a season.
Sterling. I'm just going to say it now. Has to be him.
Every season left has only one person remaining.
Yeah,
Okay.
Of the 6 remaining.
Yeah, it's true. The top 8 is each, top of their season. All right. Or in the case of Nick, top of 2 seasons. Anyway, next person. I remember this one particular line. Chef, I am fine. This hand is fine.
Oh, ow!
Unless you don't pick me up because my hand, chef.
Isn't in the
Unless
top
you don't
5.
think I'm a good chef, then don't kick me. Then you could kick me out. Otherwise, keep me here.
You got the monotone down great, actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
he reminds me of my uncle. I told you. Like if I had to take every person who's been on Hell's Kitchen and ask, okay, which one is
If
the
Chef
most likely?
Ramsay does not like my dish, I think it could do serious mental damage to me.
Yeah,
I know.
He's
so
I
opposite
got
from
connected to
Kyle.
this guy. He reminds me of my uncle. Plus, like I said, if anybody's on the show, if I had to throw a dart and if I had to close my eyes and throw a dart and just pick somebody who might be autistic, Dave, 100%.
All right. On to the top 5 now. Oh my goodness.
So Dave, 41 vote score, and
the go to the best season ever is 9 top 5. That's just crazy.
no, it's the second best season. Anyway, 26 votes last week. Oh yeah, Alex got 21 votes last week, and Alex's voting score was 39, while Dave's is 41. And Dave is the top person in season 6, like he got 6th place. Anyway, now we're in the top 5. All right, this next person, a vote score of 42. And they received 18 votes this past week. And I can't think of lines, but I'll say this. I'm so happy to win Hell's Kitchen, and I gotta thank Declan because he ran so I could walk, or is it I walked so is it he ran so I could walk, or did he walk so I ran, or I forgot. The point is, I got the Irish accent down, but I'm not the Declan. What?
Your boy from Ireland, all the way from Ireland, won Black Jacket, baby. Your boy from
You
Ireland.
both got the accent down pretty good. I'm not sure I do.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I watched that.
Yeah, his accent was pretty good.
Your boy from Ireland, Black Jacket, baby. You're all the way from Ireland. This is
now
it.
you're going down. All right. Now, all right. So that's it. And fifth place, we got Ryan O'Sullivan.
That's crazy. I don't know, man.
In fifth place, we got Ryan O'Sullivan. 42 vote score.
My top 3 are still in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's basically it.
The
Irish accent is basically yeah. Okay, I'll tone it down. The people are starting to get annoyed. Anyway, now we're moving. Now we're moving to the top 4. All right, 4th place. So Chef Ramsay says, "Oh my fucking god, what is this? Happy Halloween."
Oh man, Petroza.
People ask what my specialty is, but I don't have a specialty. I could cook anything.
I'm really starting to think that Jen has evil tendencies.
And that was Corey.
I really do. Oh, Corey, right, Corey.
But on the side of the Jen, you cold bitch.
Hearts.
You finally think you have a heart. Why? Because you know there's a good chance that your ass go on the chopping block. That's why you finally have a heart, or you're just full of shit.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
It was so cool. They came out of nowhere because Petroza's a teddy bear, right? Like,
I was like, fuck, you really hate this woman. This is like Natalie Cole levels of you can make a preacher cuss.
I mentioned Nick Wilson earlier. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Rest in. Oh, you cold-hearted
And also,
bitch. Rest in peace. Fuck cancer.
For real. All right.
I
All right,
can't pick
so-
any of these guys. I nominate myself.
Yeah. Fourth place, the person who should have won season 4, Louis Petroza, with 43.
So we're down to Rochelle, right? And who else?
Sterling and
43.
Declan.
And oh, wow. Okay. All right. Here we go, guys.
So 43 votes score for Petroza with 28 votes this past week. So with 28 votes this past week, he and another person we're going to talk about tied for the highest number of votes received this past week.
So this is like the Real House Kitchen season. Who's the final 3 finalist boots?
So we've got in alphabetical order. I'm going to name these 3, and I want you guys to predict, and you two in the comments what the order is. So we've got Declan Horgan, we've got Rochelle Bergman, and we've got Sterling Wright. So
Rochelle, Declan, and Sterling.
I'm gonna manifest this: number 1, Sterling; 2, Rochelle; 3, Declan. I love Declan. I just love the other 2 more. That's
Who's
it.
your number 1, Flynn? You were saying?
Sterling.
All right. So Sterling, Declan, Rochelle that's your order, Flynn, and everybody's saying Declan, Rochelle, Sterling in that order from 3 to 1, I presume.
Wow, pretty much everyone's got the same reign I do.
Yeah, I would rather. Obviously, I'd rather have Rochelle over Declan.
Yeah, well, honestly, if it was my vote, I would do that too. I would put Declan 3, Rochelle 2, and 1 Sterling. And I'm going to tell you this: in terms of votes, this past week, that's exactly what happened. So Declan got 26 votes this past week. Rochelle got 28 votes this past week, and Sterling got 29.
I'll give a Declan quote.
Well, that was kind of anticlimactic.
Shit, in the flesh, Chef Gordon Ramsay. I've seen him on TV. I've read his books, but there he is in front of me, 3 meters away.
Okay, Ruby, that was very anticlimactic, but congratulations.
No, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. That I said that y'all are going too fast, guys. You're going too fast. Ultra did the impression at the wrong time, and in the comments, y'all are saying Sterling won. Let me finish. I said that was the highest number of votes this past week. I didn't, but remember what I said. It's the voting score overall, all the past, ever since day 1.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Before I started to do this on fucking Flynn's podcast.
Come on,
right.
Ruby.
So in third place with a vote score of 45. All right, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. French toast grapes, Florentina long.
No, he's not one. Oh, you trolled us.
Yeah,
Florentina long. It felt good, man.
I'm gonna call him the most quotable person of all time in Hell's Kitchen myself, but here's what I got instead. Don't treat me like I'm a toilet, because I ain't fit to take your shit. I'm sorry, that's the best quote.
Who said that?
Sterling. He said that.
Yeah.
Don't treat me like I'm a toilet.
I don't even remember that quote.
Shit.
I don't remember that.
I cannot believe he is not.
He said to Steve.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, he called out Steve. He called out Steve, but I don't remember that quote. Honestly, I do remember.
I promise to God, he said that. I believe bad in my brain.
He turned to Steve. He got pissed then, but I remember him saying in nomination, "I'm built for this. I know I'm strong."
That's later on. I'll talk about what I can do. I'll go
another
out and
reason
do
why
it. How many times you say back these last few services? A man. And how many years say yours? Dude, I fucked up one thing. No, you fucked up a lot.
I was so confident he was gonna. That's crazy. Rochelle and Declan are popular, but I cannot believe Sterling did not win. That's actually shocking to me.
So that's what I was trying to tell you before all of you just fucking ran with it. I was.
Well, the way you said it, bro.
No, I didn't. Right. I said.
Guys, we got 3 minutes left. We got 3 minutes left.
Who cares? All right. Final. All right. Who's number 2? All right. Winner. Let's do it. Let's go.
Third place, Sterling, because his vote score was 45. All right. Second place with a vote score of 47. Is it Rochelle or Declan? What do you guys think?
It's got to be Rochelle's got to win at this point. If she not,
I think Rochelle should win.
If she doesn't win,
all right. Let's see if you're right. Who did this in the final 4?
Declan beat Rochelle. That's crazy.
I mean, I love Declan. Don't get me wrong.
I love Declan, but oh my god, I did not expect him to win. That is crazy.
That's right.
That is wild. But congrats to Declan, I guess.
So Rochelle got a vote score of 47, and Declan Horgan got a vote score of 56 because in the earlier polls before the season 23 started, Declan was actually doing pretty good, so I boosted the score up. Now let me do Declan. So let me do Declan. I might not have won Hell's Kitchen, but hey, there's a big consolation prize because I got to inspire Ryan to win season 22. And then after that, I ended up winning this popularity poll. That's great, bro.
You're mad because I took the quote you're probably going to use instead.
What?
All right. That is a shocking one.
No, I don't even remember that quote until you mentioned it.
It was literally in the premiere. It's like the first thing you hear him say.
I know, bro. I just didn't remember it until you said it. Like, I forgot a lot of these quotes because I didn't watch the season 10 times like you did.
All right. Well, this is what a weird way to end off. I love Declan, but I was not expecting. I was not.
That was basically a flip of what all of us thought. All right.
That's the thing. I was not expecting him to actually win, though. But okay, congratulations to Declan. So it is official. Not Dave, not Sterling, not Rochelle, not Scott. According to Ruby votes, Declan is the most popular Hell's Kitchen contestant. Wow, and I don't even think he's most popular in 19. But hey,
look, guys, we're gonna redo these polls in a year or two, and don't worry, you guys can have a chance, and you guys can vote Sterling as number one again. Don't worry, like if you want.
I'll have to. All right, yeah. As we enter the 2 hour mark, that will do it for us, Flynn Masters, and all of us.
Yeah, I was looking. Yeah, that's a good one. I was looking at Drew, and I could see the crocodile coming out of his ass.
Yeah, that would do it for us this season. All right, it was such an amazing party. Thank you all so much for staying up with me. Obviously, this went like an hour longer than usual, but I'm gonna miss these streams as well. Ultra, what can we expect from you before we see you again? Hopefully, this fall.
Working on my top 10 best hit songs of 2014. After that. You know what? I have had my Total Drama reviews of Total Drama World Tour worked on since 2021.
Bro, you said you were gonna update your shit on Total Drama World Tour for the past year.
Yeah, I have, and I'm sick of it. So it's getting done. Like I'm finishing all of it by the end of this year. Like,
okay,
all of World Tour plus ranking all the episodes, plus my top 5 best and worst episodes, plus ranking all the songs.
Okay, everybody in the comments, I want to know your opinion. Do you think Ultra's actually going to succeed at this by the end of the year?
They can say no. My plan is to, and the good news is I might have a little bit of a change in like where I'm working soon that might allow me a chance to do this work at work maybe, but we'll see how that goes.
Ruby, do you want to give us one more Kyle impression before we call it a day?
Oh yeah. I'm so happy and honored that I got to be a part of these streams with you guys. I'm so grateful. I feel so sexy. I feel sexy as hell.
That pink
shirt. And thank you everybody in the comments, and thank you to you two for wearing pink.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh
you
my
didn't
god,
wear pink,
I love
though.
Barbie.
You can't sit with us.
I love Barbie.
Flynn,
can I sit with you guys?
Flynn,
oh my god,
him. He's not wearing pink.
All right, guys. So like I said, be sure we're not totally gone for us. In fact, I'm sure these guys will actually probably be back to join us for Kyle as well. So you guys.
Wait, one more thing about Kyle before we go. Yes, Flynn. Sorry, I felt I was sitting in the car and I heard him say to Joe, I think something like "fucking get it done" or something. He mentioned the F word, and I was like, he just won the season with that. I that's what I was thinking when he said that.
All righty. Can I? All right. So, I will see you next Tuesday. I'm sure you'll see all of us again. Maybe not Gumball, but I'm sure you probably will see us again. Sunday's video. What is my Sunday's video? I can't even think straight right now. What is my Sunday's video? Oh, of course, chef ranking. So I'll be ranking every chef from this season to kind of, obviously I ranked every chef in December from all seasons. So I'll be doing that this Sunday. And I might even do after that, I'll definitely do the top 5 best and most iconic moments from the season. So be on the lookout for season 23 coverage this next couple weeks. And yeah, until I hope you all can come for Kyle's interview. If not, we will see you back this fall for season 24. With all that said, guys, it's been quite the run this season. Thank you all for joining this, and we will see you next time as Ruby takes a shirt off to end the stream.
Yep, see you guys.
Have a good one, guys. So let's end the stream real quickly. Have a good one.